This video is going to be my second video on DynamicDragonRealm, also known as Spoiled for NRP. The same person who distributed CP said he's going to share 18 plus server links to minors, joked about the Austrian painter, and joked about the 9/11 incident. It was a tragedy. Ever since that video came out, Dynamic said that he's going to release a final response video to all the allegations against him, and he says that all people making videos on him are liars. But what Dynamic isn't addressing is what I'm going to point out in this video. As the Google Drive folders I mentioned in my original video on Dynamic, which you should go watch for more context of who this guy is, has a lot more evidence I didn't show in the original video, so stay tuned. We are first going to talk about the cousin controversy. In this scenario, Dynamic is supposed to be 12, while the cousin was 6. Does imply that pedophilia was done. This can still indicate sexual assault and immoral behavior. As shown in the screenshot, Dynamic and his family flew to the cousin's state so they could come over to the cousin's house, and it also states that Dynamic had just flew back to his state. And this might just be me copying the messages from the image, but that is the same Kotimer, just 2 years later, flew out to someone and had sex with them when they were 12 and Potimer is 16, by the way. And that is yet the exact reason of why he still defends Potimer. And then the cousin says that Dynamic told the cousin, in the room by the way, tell anyone about this. And the cousin, at the time, did not know that it was considered grooming, and the person asking the question simply said that they'll understand when older. Another thing though is that the cousin said that Dynamic engaged in sexual scenarios, and at one point, the cousin saying that they think that Dynamic manipulated them. But the cousin was not sure if Dynamic manipulated them or not. Another thing to know is that the cousin dated with Dynamic. And another thing that I'd like to remind you is that the 9-year-old that's being present in this interview is Dynamic's cousin. Dynamic is also out here acting like there's nothing wrong with having sex with a 6-year-old. There is something wrong with it. The funny thing is, Dynamic, is that we literally have screenshots of you with your 9-year-old cousin saying that they can date. And above all of that, you tried laying down the situation by saying that you were sorry. Saying sorry is not enough for what you did. I hate to break it to you. Okay, now with that we are past that controversy, I am now going to highlight someone's experience with Dynamic. And that person, I hope you say your name right, Boeing 767. And I want to point out that they have full consent for the evidence to be presented. So here we go. A person named Ann 2005, I have known since 2018, added me into a group with his friends because we began to talk on Discord. This is near the end of May, around the 5th on 2023. DynamicDragonRealm was in there. I heard bad things about him within the Baltic community in 2023. He quickly friended me on Discord, showed his mustache on camera, and then asked me how to put on a belt. I was all too weirded out. I soon found out that he had a belt fetish. He accidentally showed DMs with several people in which he was asking people how to put on belts. He then admitted to having a fetish. Things went okay for a few days until there began to be some constant drama between Lance Plays, as one of Ann 2005's friends. I was the one who was in charge of sorting out this drama because I had done this before. They got back together. Dynamic was showing me several exposing videos in which I first learned some of the worst allegations. He then asked me several times if he would be reported to the cops, in which I said I didn't know. A day later, Lance Plays and Dynamic meet each other again. At first, I was trying to get the two of them to be friends again, but then Lance showed me more allegations. I decided from this point on forward to make the friend group no longer talk to Dynamic. They have been talking to him since 2021 and 2023. They have dealt with this drama for years and I felt it was time to end it. From this point forward, Dynamic began to stalk us and constantly make threats any possible way he could. Some of the threats that he made toward me and emissions can be found in the same background as image 1 and image 2 in some of the images. A few days later, he successfully reconciled with Ann 2005, and his then was added to a group where I scolded him out. and we blocked him again. He started to admit to more things in this call. He stayed away from us until yet again he reconciled it in 2005. This time, I forgot to record scolding, but it was even worse. I demanded him to stay away or he would be in deep trouble. From this point, he refused. In my group that stayed away from Dynamic, another person on the same day was talking to him. He then tried to talk to me, which I accepted. I recorded the conversation in which his mom was involved. His mom refused to make any punishments. You have my full consent to use any evidence I create. The document will be linked in the description and the rest of the evidence provided in the Google Drive. Again, I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Now, another piece of evidence is that Dynamic was doing a Minecraft gaming stream, and even though he was playing Roblox Rivals, I thought it was okay to date minors, and quickly changed the topic immediately after he said that.
I'm saying that it's exactly... I might have to say this in the stream, but I think it's actually okay to date. Okay. It's actually okay to date.
Now, this is important since this completely references the fact that Dynamic said that there is nothing wrong to do sexual acts or to date 9-year-olds or 6-year-olds.
Reports made against me has been spread through numerous lying about me and catfishing me. But the cousin was literally not like, bro, like literally, I did not do that. People were saying I did that.
You do know how fucking stupid you sound, right? This guy literally does not prove how the cousin allegations are not true and just says, bro, I don't do that, and people just say I do that. Like, we're gonna believe you if you just show solid fucking evidence. And more on the boring topic, here's a clip of a 17-minute long call recording, still available to be viewed in the Google Drive, which I'll show right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I still remember you said you raped a belt.
Yeah, you said that. You asked me to teach you how to put on a belt, and I thought you didn't actually know, but you did know because you asked all of your friends that, and you accidentally showed me those DMs.
Hmm?
You ask all of your friends how to put on a belt. That's weird. That is weird. Dude. Like, what kind of weird fetishes do you have?
I don't know. Sorry, bro.
That's another thing.
What?
Like that. Like when I realized that, and then you told me all these things, I believed them because it's gonna make it even harder to earn my trust back. Now that I know you have fetishes, weird things. Like, that's disgusting. That's absolutely terrible.
True.
You need to grow up. Honestly, like, if you're trying to be our friends again, you keep saying you're gonna change. You've said you're gonna change 3 times to me already in the 5 days we were friends, and you didn't change once. So I don't think I can forgive you, man. Okay, if you come back and you have a non-AI generated, non-rambling apology, I might accept it. But for now, I'm not accepting it. And if I talk to you again anytime soon without you making an apology, that means that group wants to talk to you again. That's the only way. And another thing is, why did you tell YT Shark to defend you like that?
No, I just told him, what I said only is that, do you agree to talk back to both Peace? Look, I can show you.
I meant dynamic. I'm talking the dynamic. Like, at school, did you ask to defend us? Or defend something? I don't know.
Defend you or what? Or defend me?
Defend yourself. Did you ask YT Shark to defend you in that chat? Because that's what she spent the entire time yesterday doing, was defending you.
Yeah.
You told her to do that. I know, because of the way she was talking. She wouldn't stop. And she kept lying and lying and lying. So if you're trying to get back in our, you gotta stop. That's another thing. I can't stand it when you're sitting there stalking us. I didn't even know. You sent me a friend request on some random other account, and I just found it. I'm like, dude. Then you're trying to get YT Shark to mediate information between the groups. Like, can you stay out when you're out?
One of the last things I would like to point out is that Dynamic lies about quitting Discord because it is an evil platform. When you yourself, Dynamic, have been caught still on Discord and still having a Discord server. So don't worry, you're not idiots. But that's going to be the end of this video on DynamicDragonRealm. This video will not be monetized as it does not need to be monetized. Links for the evidence I presented will be in the description along with the full Google Drive. Overall, if you enjoyed this video, you do not need to subscribe, but it will be much appreciated. And overall, goodbye.